Are we live?
We are live. Good evening, Hawks. We're just going to give everybody some time to log in. Plus, we're a minute early. So enough time to take one more break, get a glass of water.
Y'all smile.
Okay, let's see. The numbers are still going up. We have about 112 participants. We have approximately 300 and how many seniors, Ms. Dodson?
7.
You're on. How many was that, Ms. Dodson?
337.
All right, not bad.
Well, it keeps changing. Oh.
Let's hope it gets higher.
Well, actually, I just ran this transcript. It's out of 404.
Oh, nice. Okay. Looks like the numbers are still going. I'll wait till 6:01. Miss Stewart, can you start singing the fight song like you were singing a while ago?
I don't think you guys will like my singing right now, but if you really want me to entertain you, I'd be happy to.
Please do.
You want me to clear the silence? I don't even have a good joke. I don't even have a good joke ready right now. And I don't really want to embarrass myself, so I'm not going to talk to you about my first days at Centennial either. So I do miss hearing the school fight song play every day at lunchtime, though. I do miss that.
I do too.
I make student government listen to it every now and then, and I make them stand up and they play along. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's see. Well, at 6:01, we have approximately 150 participants. So let's go ahead and get started. I like to start things on time. So good evening, Hawks, Senior Hawks, and Senior Hawks parents. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for our senior parent meeting. This is a very important meeting, and I am very appreciative of everyone's attendance here. We have a wonderful group in front of you. Everybody's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, like it was 7 a.m. We're excited to be here and offer you information. And I will not introduce everybody at this time because everybody will have an introduction in just a bit. And so we will get started. And Ms. Angie Holguin-Dodson will be sharing with us a PowerPoint. We do
want to make the senior year great for your kids. And so as soon as we get the green light, look out for these events to come up on the senior class Instagram and Twitter pages.
Mrs. Hendy, are you back with us?
Yes, I think I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, wowza. So see, this happens in class every day. I just wanted to welcome everybody again, and we understand, and I wanted to let everyone know, we understand the struggles that come with online learning, but I wanted to focus on how far we've come since last March 13th to be exact. Our kids are learning a different style of learning, and it's difficult, but thank you for being here, supporting them, encourage them not to give up, to participate even when they don't understand, because we need students to participate, especially your seniors. We need to get them to graduation. So just thank you for being here.
Hello, my name is Jenny Klechka. I'm one of the assistant principals at Centennial High School, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about senior fees. As we near the end of your child's education at Centennial, you're going to need to pay any fees that you have. The best way to find out what you owe as far as fees is to check your child's student view. Over on the left-hand side of their student view page, you can see a little button that says fees, and so you click on that. It'll tell you what fees are owed. You can also contact Gina Butcher, who is our finance secretary at Centennial, and she can help you determine what kind of fees you have. And then also she can direct you as to how to pay. We are available at the school. Somebody will be there every day from 8 to 12 to collect fees, to collect payments towards those fees. We can set up a payment plan for you so it's not so much, it's overwhelming. And that way you can get those fees taken care of before graduation. So as far as senior checkout is concerned, checkout will happen, we're looking at right now May 18th or 19th. In order to get kids checked out, what they have to do to check out is they have to check their grades, they have to check their fees, they have to make sure that they have all the requirements met for graduation. They need to attend their senior meeting with their counselor in preparation for graduation. So be on the lookout for that. And then that checkout will happen sometime the week of May 18th or 19th prior to graduation rehearsal. And then graduation right now is tentatively set for May 22nd at 6 p.m. Next week, the leadership team with our district is going to be meeting in order to come up with a COVID plan if we're still, dealing with the pandemic, and then a graduation plan if we do, come out of this. So be on the lookout for that information to be coming out soon as far as graduation and the different plans that we are coming up with in preparation for that.
Sorry. Hello, my name is Rosa Apodaca. I'm one of the assistant principals. I am the testing coordinator. So for this year, for graduation requirements, since the students were not able to take their SAT in April, they will be testing this fall on October 14th. The counselors have been in contact with most of with the seniors, your seniors. If they have passed all their qualifications, we used what we call an alternative demonstration of competency, where the kiddos get certain points for certain things, GPA, finals that they've taken, the ASVAB, ACT, SAT that they've taken on their own. So a lot of our seniors have qualified with proficiency that way. For those that didn't qualify, like I said, their counselors by Alpha have been in touch with them. And so we will be testing October 14th from 8 to 1 p.m. And there will be lunches served. So even if your kid passed, or your student passed, and they would still like to take the SAT because it is a college reportable score, if you can email me, I would be more than happy to put them on that list. But by this time, the counselors, Ms. Holguin Dotson, Mrs. Armendariz, and Ms. Bashirs have been in contact with those seniors to see if they want to go ahead and take that SAT.
Okay, whoa, I unmute myself and I mess up the PowerPoint, don't I? My name is Angie Holguin Dotson. I am one of the counselors here at Centennial that work with our seniors. We have Lorraine Armendariz that works with seniors whose last name begins with the letters A through F. I work with seniors whose last names begins with the letters G through M. And then Ms. Bashirs has the last part of the alphabet letters N through Z. We have been in communication right now with seniors and new parents, and in fact, it's been going back and forth, which has been great, via email, in some cases via text, and most definitely through Zoom appointments, as we have been in contact with one another one way or another. At this point, for the class of 2021, which is your class, the number of credits that students need are a minimum of 27 within various areas, as far as covering the 4 years of English, the 4 years of math, 3.5 of social studies, the 3 lab sciences, and then obviously the PE, the health, and electives that students need in order to graduate. And then that one final one, which is always like if they took an honors class at some point or an AP class or dual credit class, then that it meets that requirement towards graduation. How are seniors going to know if they are on track and or they may need additional courses that they have to recover is by going through the required senior interview or credit review with us. They will need to set up an appointment, and Miss Jessica Ruiz, who's coming up next, who's our freshman counselor, will be explaining to you about our counselor course on Canvas and where to set up this appointment. These are required. We are hoping that all of you get on and set up this appointment through this month of October, part of November. For those of you that are have IEPs, we are joining your case managers there and going through this process. So again, our emails are listed on there. If you have any further questions now or down the road, please don't hesitate to communicate with us. Thank you. And now I will, Ms. Reese, you're next.
Good evening, everybody. Ms. Holguin, if you can stop sharing your screen so I could share mine. All right, so I want to bring your attention to our counselors page. This was created with the intention of providing students to direct access to information and resources typically asked when visiting their school counselor in person at school. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of the courses found on our page. Some of them are specifically for our seniors. So I'm going to start with the home page. The home page has some basic information. I hope you guys can see it. It's just basic information about our page with the focus on checking announcements, which you'll see right here. There's a hyperlink that will redirect you to the announcements. And the homepage also provides you with contact information for each counselor at Centennial. If I scroll down, you'll find each counselor's email address, phone number to the actual office with an extension, and cell phone numbers. So you can call those numbers or text, whatever you feel comfortable with. As many of you have already noticed, important information for seniors and other updates at Centennial will be announced through the announcements platform. I highly encourage you to check consistently. If you have questions regarding those specific announcements, I encourage you to reach out to your school counselor. As you see, there's already been several announcements, most directed towards seniors regarding scholarships and information, anything related to seniors. The next course would be schedule changes. On this course, the instructions are provided in detail on that specific page. You'll see you need to contact your counselor if you meet the criteria, or just to inquire even if you meet that criteria. The information is below, email addresses to your counselor. Next tab is the mental health resources and referral page. This is, I think, or we think, this is one of the most important pages in the counselor's course, Canvas page. This is where students will be able to find many resources to help cope with all things mental health. During this time, students can feel very overwhelmed and stressed with the remote learning. Our focus here is to provide students with direct access to resources when experiencing those feelings. Of course, we are available to our students too, and that is what the referral form is below. Students can complete this referral form with as much information as possible, and whoever's counselor you choose, if that's your specific counselor, they will reach out to you directly. We ask that you allow 24 hours to contact you, but of course we get the notification, and if it's an emergency, we will contact you as soon as possible. Please provide a good phone number or email, make a little note on what the referral is for. As you can see, there's reasons to choose from here. If you go back up at the top of all the resources, you can click on the blue link, and each of the blue links in each course or tab is a hyperlink to open a new window. There's several links in each course that will provide additional information in a new tab or a new window. The next 3 courses after the mental health resources is athletics, excuse me, military information, and transcripts. I'm going to click through those really quick. The athletics tab has information regarding NCAA, NAIA. You can click on those for more information. Say you were interested in playing college sports or playing sports at the next level. This is valuable information to get that started. If you have any more questions or you want to go into more detail, please reach out to your school counselor, make an appointment, fill out the referral form if that helps, and they'll reach out to you. Of those 3 tabs that I referenced, I want to specifically point out the transcripts because this is very important for seniors, especially when they're applying to colleges or filling out scholarship applications. If you're filling out the NCAA application, you will have to request transcripts to be delivered to those entities. There is a tutorial, a very small, short, brief tutorial on how to complete the order for transcripts. And at the bottom, there's a 2-step process on how to do that from our webpage. And then at the bottom is our registrar's email address, and you can contact her for information as well. Lastly, the senior interviews and credit checks course is where all seniors planning to graduate in the spring need to schedule an appointment. This is to visit with your school counselor and review credits and make sure you're right on track towards graduation. A lot of you have already done so, but many of you still need to. So if you'll find in the paragraph below the senior credit checks, you'll find the dates that you need to do that by. And then at the bottom, we have where you can select your counselor, and please pay attention to the counselor's name above the appointment box to make sure that you're making an appointment with the proper counselor. And so we have several dates and times of availability for each of your counselors. I hope I didn't go through that too fast. I know we have a lot to cover tonight, so I'll go ahead and stop sharing the screen. And
Can you cover the night school link as well, Ms. Reese?
yes, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We do have a tab for night school. This is where you will find instructions. I don't know why it's not coming up. On what is required for night school. Some things to remember, under some things to remember, there's some details about night school, more specifically the cost of each half credit. This $50 for each half credit, if you are in need of that credit to graduate, will be $50. And that has to be paid to our secretary, Gina Butcher. And I believe that has to be paid before you start, before starting school, if I'm correct, before starting night school. There are some due dates at the bottom, some deadlines. The second term is ending on October 9th. So it's important, if you need to get in before then, that you complete this form. The information will go directly to your school counselor, and then they'll reach out to you. Please notice at the bottom, by submitting this form, students accept that they will be billed the cost at each night school class taken, and nothing is set until your registration is not set or scheduled until your counselor has contacted you and confirmed that. I think that's it.
I think so too.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. We did good. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, we went over the transcript process. This is through Parchment. And again, if you go to that counselor page, you will be able to see detailed steps on how to order them. And now we go to Ms. Krenzel.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Krenzel. I am the AS lead and AP coordinator. This is my second year doing it. I still have a lot of questions myself, but I have some basic answers for you. So there's my email. Actually, there's no L. So if you email me, that everybody does it, even the kids. But that's my email. You can just drop me an email if you have any AP questions. Right now, AP exams are scheduled for May 3rd through the 14th. As of right now, we are holding them in person. That's the last word I heard about AP exams, that they will go on in person. How do you sign up? We will have you sign up at the school and bring your payment to the school. How are we going to do that? We don't know right now. So more to come on that. The last day that I can take money is November 13th. So we have some time. When should results be delivered? Results come out in June, and usually via email. Your AP student has an AP portal that they can get into, and that will give them most of their information. Assessment scores. I'm going to let Miss Holguin Dotson tell you about that, because she tells me about that.
Well, pretty much, again, each student, when they enter into their AP course, they create an account, and it's that account that's where they will be able to access their scores. And obviously that score is from 1 through 5 being the maximum score that they will receive. And as far as colleges are concerned, you do need to find out from each college what is the score that they accept in order to give you college credit for that specific area that you took the AP exam.
Thank you. And extra reviews outside of the class, there are plenty. You can Google some. There's practice tests. The students also have their AP portal where there are some extras in there as well. If you have any other questions, you can just email me and ask me, and we can talk about that.
Ms. Krenzel, there's a couple of questions in the question and answer, if you want to answer those right while we're still on it.
Okay. Right at the top.
So you might, one of them, Ms. Krenzel, is will they get directions to sign up for the AP exam from their AP classes?
They will get directions through their AP class, yes. I will give them, I bring them an actual book, a physical book. I don't know how I'll do that this year, but they do get a physical book to look at, and it gives them every date and guide.
And then how much is the fee for exams this year?
Do you want me to answer that?
That's the
So,
fees.
you know what? Normally the fee to take an AP exam is $95. But through the support of AP New Mexico, as well as our school district, they are able to subsidize that fee. And so students end up paying $20 for each AP exam that they take. If a student is on free or reduced lunch, then their fee would be $3 for each AP exam that they take. So we're grateful to AP New Mexico, which is through the Public Education Department, as well as our school district, for helping out, subsidize this, and help out the students with that $95 cost.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Welcome.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
Ms. Stewart is going to speak to you all next.
I'm back. Okay, so we're hoping very hard that we're going to obviously have a yearbook and have events to go to and take pictures of sports and all this good stuff. So this year, if For the senior pictures, we are sending out an email tomorrow. You might have gotten an email already from LifeTouch. They will be taking senior pictures next Wednesday, and we will be in the bus zone. And so the kids will just stay in their cars. They'll pull up. They'll be in the ag bay where they'll take their photo, and then Herb Jones will be there as well, and they're going to talk right after me. So you can get your graduation packets and get more information on graduation, and then obviously get back into the car. A couple of things this year, obviously, we've always done traditional photos of the ladies in drapes and the gentlemen in the suits. And that was one of those slip on, you know, over the shoulder kind of thing, spray it down with Lysol and put the next kid. And so obviously we're not doing that this year, which is sad. We're not keeping with that tradition, but we're just not able to do that. And so we're just asking that the seniors either wear dark colors, if they wear a shirt and a tie, if they want to wear the off the shoulder drape. I know some girls that went and bought a drape and they're gonna go for it and wear it. We are gonna be doing those photos. So that will be next Wednesday from 1 to 6. And then also this year, the yearbook decided that we would go ahead and do uploading of senior pictures. So they could do a senior picture of their choice that maybe you get done on your own. So you're able to upload those photos, and you would have to download the app. It's called Yearbook Snap. And the code there is HAWKS20/21. And then you can upload senior pictures. If there's other photos that you would like to upload, things that are going on with your kids throughout the year, that would be another great avenue that you can upload the pictures and share them so that we can have pictures for the yearbook. We'd love to see them and share them. However, for the senior portrait, we will only be putting the one photo in that you submit, and it's not a baby photo. The baby photos are more for the senior ads, and so that's something separate, and I have included in the chat if you want to purchase a yearbook, what the website is that you can purchase yearbooks on, or if you want to do a senior ad, which is like the goodbye, farewell to your senior, and you can put their baby picture, or you could do a lot of pictures. There's different choices. So you can get on the websites, and again, I'll post them in the chat in just a few minutes. Yearbooks start at $70. They're on sale right now. You can purchase them again online, and I will post all of that in the chat. So I hope I was able to answer your questions. If questions come in through the chat, I'd be happy to answer them. But Sylvia from Herb Jones is going to talk right after me, and they will be there as well with us on Wednesday, October 7th from 1 to 6.
Okay, Miss Sylvia.
Good evening, everyone. Seniors. My name is Sylvia with Herb Jones. Next week, we will be at your campus doing the drive-through.
Sylvia, can you please get closer to your computer? It's hard to hear you.
I apologize. We're going to be passing out this packet of information next week on October 7th from 1 to 7 p.m. Every senior does need to pick up a packet of information, so please come visit with us. This packet is going to explain to you the prices that we have available in packages. We do have 6 packages available for our seniors. 2 of those packages do offer a free cap and gown. We do need caps and gowns for graduation. So these packages are wonderful. They're discounted. All you have to do is place your order October 14th. We're going to be going back to your campus for drive-through order taking where you stay in your vehicle. Also, when you get your packet, these packages that we offer, they're going to have information on all of them. There's going to be a QR code. I urge you to visit the QR code, snap it, go onto our website. If you want to place your order early, the website is live already. You could do so at this time. However, on the website, you have to pay everything in full. If you go see us during the drive-through distribution and drive-through order taking date, you just leave your deposit. The deposit will be for packages 1 through 4 is $80 down payment. Package 5 and package with the mascot, which is a class ring and letterman jacket, that's $180 deposit. When you order on October 14th, the plant has told me that we will have your jacket and your class ring ready before Christmas time. So this is a fantastic Christmas gift. So I urge all my seniors who are interested in getting these items before Christmas to please visit us on those days. Also, if you owe money or need to pick up your letterman jacket on that date or your class ring, if it's still on layaway, you may do so on that date. Now, if you ordered a class ring and letterman jacket your junior year, Congratulations, your Cap and Gowns free senior year. You must place your order on October 14th. Just visit us, take your order form to us, and drop it off, and your cap and gown will be ordered for you. Now, cap and gown distribution always traditionally happens in around February or so. So we are going to continue that tradition. The date is to be announced and determined by the campus. So we will be sending that information to the parents the closer we get to in February. If you want to leave your deposit on the 14th, remember packages 1 through 4 is $80. Package 5 and mascot is $180. All those items that we have available in your packages, we have pre-delivered items that we will be giving to you on October 14th. If you order just your cap and gown, there's no deposit required, but I do urge every parent to go through the packet and look at the brochures and all the items that we have available for the class of 2021. Thank you.
I just want to answer a couple questions that are in the thing. Just a reminder, so the pictures and the Herb Jones packets will be available in the bus lane on October 7th from 1 to 6 p.m. And then Herb Jones will be back on campus on October 14th in the afternoon in the bus lane again, so that you can turn your packets in and pay for things.
And just to add to that, you will be receiving an email tomorrow morning as well as a text message with information regarding next Wednesday's senior packet distribution.
Okay, thank you. And now Ms. Gentry is next, and am I correct? Yes, and she has a PowerPoint.
Hi everyone, my name is Mrs. Gentry and I am a math teacher at Centennial High School. And hopefully you can see a PowerPoint. That's what should be on the screen. That's what I ask my students all the time to like give me a thumbs up that this is what you guys are seeing. So if you guys are seeing a PowerPoint, yes, okay. So I am, like I said, Mrs. Gentry. I teach math at Centennial High School. This is my 5th year at Centennial and I'm so proud to be a Hawk. I just want to, seniors out there, I'm so excited for you. You're at your senior meeting and that's super exciting. Also, some of you I've had just this year, some of you I have been blessed and you've trusted me with your kids for 3 years of math. So thank you so much for trusting me with their math skills. I know that that's always no one's favorite subject ever besides me. So thank you so much for that. So I'm going to be talking about the Robing and Senior Award Ceremony. The club at Centennial that puts this on is Cen-Ten Ren. And so for those of you that are on this video that are in Cen-Ten Ren, we're so excited and hopefully we get to do this year and put this on for our seniors. I co-lead Cen-Ten Ren with another math teacher at Centennial, Brianna Dirksen. The senior robing ceremony is for any senior and their families. Okay, so if you're a senior and you have family that can come with you or people that can come with you, this is for you. The ceremony is twofold. It recognizes scholarships that students had received from different universities and programs. And the second part is set apart for seniors to pick someone, a family member, a teacher, a coach that has really impacted your life. And they will read this poem, and as we read this poem, the person that you chose for the robing ceremony will put your graduation gown on you. It's a really cool tradition that we do, and it's very, very special, and you'll remember it, and the person you pick will remember it for the rest of your life. So this ceremony is twofold. Obviously, we're in 2020, and so we have usually this happens in the auxiliary gym at Centennial, provided the COVID-19 safety procedures allow it. If not, we will put together some sort of online recognition for the scholarships you receive and the people that you choose to put your robe on for you. Hey, this usually takes place during the first few weeks of May. Last year it was scheduled for May 2nd. The year before that, I think May 6th. And so it's around that time. Obviously, we don't have concrete dates right now because of everything that's going on. So more information will follow. Some of you have been asking how information will get to students. For this, we have been going through senior advisors. So if you're gonna, more information about the senior robing and scholarship ceremony will come from your student's advisory teacher. Okay, so if more information to follow coming from them. So people ask, how do my scholarships get, how do I submit my students' scholarships? So if we're back in the classroom, your students will receive an informational sheet from their English teacher. They'll fill that out regarding the scholarships they want to have mentioned at the ceremony and put in the program. So that's how it's going to happen if we are in person in May. If we're not, we'll have a Google form sent out different ways, through email, through parent email, but sometimes emails are incorrect. We will have senior advisory teachers, senior English teachers send out this Google form. You'll fill it out and we'll get that information about which scholarships you want to be recognized at the ceremony and which ones you want in the program. And that's all I have for the ceremony. It's a really, really great time. We missed it last year, but our video and AV department put together a really great video for us. Now we're putting in more things to make sure that we have a better plan and are ready if we do have to do this online. Something that I did want to mention is if you have questions about an academic letter, so that's the cumulative GPA of your student for their Letterman jacket, you can also email me at rgentry@lcps.net, because I know some of you have had questions about that. Again, that information was supposed to be sent through advisory teachers if your student has qualified for their academic letter or their BAR or their 4.0 PIN. If you have questions, please contact me any time of the day, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, for sure within 24 hours. And my email's on the screen if you want to write that down really quick or take a picture of it before I stop sharing my screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, where am I? I always lose my place, guys. Okay, Herb Jones, Gentry, and now we have Miss Prentice.
Good evening. I'm Marissa Prentice. I'm the media teacher at Centennial, and I'm here to talk about the senior video, although I don't have a whole lot of information for you. Typically, the process for making the senior video is that I have seniors in my program volunteer to do this, and then they get together and they decide what they want to do as far as the format. And so every year, if you get onto YouTube and Google Centennial Media, you can see some of the senior videos from the past, and they're all very, very different because it depends on the students and what they decide they want to do that year. So as of right now, we still don't have a team. We will have a senior video, we always do. It just isn't in the planning stages just yet. So we will be sending out blasts on social media and everywhere you can get our information as soon as we know what our plan is and how we're going to format the senior video. Know that we are restricted to 7 minutes, so it's not a whole lot of time. We will usually ask for pictures or baby pictures. It just depends on what the seniors in the media program want to do with that video. So just please be on the lookout next semester, early next semester, for information on that. And we will play that at graduation, depending on where we do it. We played it last year, even at the drive-by graduation, it got played. And so it's always the tradition to play senior video at the graduation ceremony. And can I request a copy? So we will post as soon as we play it for everybody at graduation, then we post it on YouTube and it's available for anybody to see at any time.
Okay, thank you. We have Ms. Liddell Hash, who's our special education department lead, next.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Yes, I'm your special education department head. I tend to be in all the IEPs, so if you have an IEP, you'll probably see me around. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. We're going to really try this year to have senior IEPs earlier on in the year. So hopefully before the winter break. So, and at each of those IEPs, we'll be inviting their counselors. So that way we can make sure we're on track, ready to graduate, and there's no loose ends. That being said, we do have at the end of the year for all of our students who have an IEP, we have a senior review just to have documentation in place for when you go to college, when you're going to get job applications, any of those type of things, that they're well aware of accommodations, etc. And that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, thank you. So we've invited a guest from New Mexico State University, who is Austin Gentry, one of the admissions officers. So I'll hand it over to him.
Perfect, thank you. Well, hello everyone, my name is Austin Gentry. My wife is Mrs. Gentry that just spoke, so I just want to get that out there right away. I am the admissions advisor for Centennial High School and all of our local students. I've been with NMSU for about 8 years now and been working with the high schools for all 8 of those years in different capacities. I am going to talk about our admissions requirements. What I would note, and this is kind of jumping around the bullet points a little bit, but we are having an application day along with DACC, and Teresa's here and she'll be speaking about DACC here in a little bit. But we do have an application day coming up on October 21st. I beg you to make sure students are there. We have 3 different sessions planned for Centennial alone. I just had one high school I did today, and the attendance wasn't super great. So we're gonna have to figure out ways to contact those students to get those applications in. During that time, we do go ahead and waive application fees and everything. So it really is beneficial. And we go into much more detail specifically about scholarships during that time. So trust me, it's well worth your students' time to attend one of those sessions for both myself and DACC. But for our admissions requirements for NMSU, we do require students to meet one of 3 criteria. They either need a cumulative high school GPA of a 2.75, or a 1060 SAT or 21 ACT, or be top 20% of their graduating class at Centennial. Now for this academic year, we are not requiring test scores. So I think that's a very important point. That's never happened before, but we are not requiring an ACT or an SAT to be admitted to NMSU or for scholarship purposes. Centennial and Las Cruces Public Schools is in a really good spot this year where they are actually offering the SAT on October 14th. From my experience, that's not really happening across the board. And of course, we have students come from all over the country. So we have waived that requirement. It can still be beneficial in placing your student in a math or English course, depending on the coursework they completed in high school. So it still can be beneficial to them to submit those scores. But we do not require those, ACT or SAT, for scholarships or for admission purposes. There's a lot of scholarships out there, and that is all done through the NMSU application. As students log online and they complete that application, once that's submitted, we will use the GPA listed there. And so parents, if you're attending, you can help your students by making sure they're putting the correct cumulative GPA, which they can get off of their student view through LCPS. Listing that, we can admit them and get them the proper scholarship. But we'll talk more about all of that during the application day, so I won't take any more of your time. But there's my email. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Austin. And our other guest is Teresa Nunez from Doña Ana Community College.
Hi there, thank you. Yes, my name is Teresa Nunez. I work for Doña Ana Community College. I work in the Office of Admissions. I do work closely with Mr. Austin Gentry. Of course, I represent Doña Ana Community College. At Doña Ana Community College, we offer students associate degrees and certificates. We also can offer what's called the Aggie Pathway Program. It's a beneficial program that helps students transition from a community college up to universities such as NMSU. So the benefits of it is you can, start off at DACC, complete your prerequisites, get those out of your way, and then transition over to the university. Also at Doña Ana Community College, our tuition is a lot cheaper. It's only 888 students. As we do not require ACT, SAT scores. If students have it, we will accept it, and it'll better help us in determining what math and English students will be placed into. We used to have an alternative test called an AccuPlacer test. It was a placement test that students could take if they didn't have ACT or SAT scores. Again, with COVID, we're not doing those. So students simply just need to complete an application. You can do an application online by just visiting our website. I'm with Austin on this one. We need the support of the parents. Please, parents, make sure that your students do complete an application. It takes 5-10 minutes to complete. We definitely need, more involvement in that. Let's see what else. I will be visiting back on October 6th and 7th doing Zooms with students, but then I will also be joining Austin on October 21st. The times are listed below as we will meet with students and kind of go into more detail as to what we can both offer the students. Scholarships you can apply for. At DACC, we're an open enrollment, so we don't have certain ACT score, SAT score, or a certain GPA you have to be admitted. Pretty much anyone who applies can be admitted into DACC. We do not require transcripts at this time. And once students are a student of us, once we have an application in the system, we have what's called a Scholar Dollar application that students can complete that will look for multiple scholarships based on who they are and what they wrote about themselves. Included is my email address. If students have questions or concerns or just need a little extra support, please feel free to email me. That's what I'm here for. So please know that I'm here to support you and whatever your student might need. So thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. And now we have Ms. Armendariz, who is going to speak about federal financial aid and what that acronym FAFSA means.
Hi, everybody. It's great presenting, and I miss all of you very much. The FAFSA, it's a free application for federal student aid, and it is to determine eligibility for student financial aid when they go to college. Today, the website actually opened, so as of today, you all can apply for financial aid. The documents that you need for financial aid are the 2019 income tax forms that have already been completed. There's going to be several workshops to help you fill out the financial aid. They're going to be Zoom meetings, and Ms. Holguin's going to go ahead and put that up.
Again. Sure.
This money, try and say that 10 times. I can't even say it one time, but Money Mondays from 3 to 5, they're going to have a FAFSA virtual assistance. It's going to be every Monday, October 5th. You can see all the dates. If you're out there, this is all posted also on Canvas in the counselor course. You can call in, there's a 1-800 number, or also you can chat with a financial aid representative, or you can join the Zoom meetings. Financial aid is great to do. Many of you might say, you know what, we make too much, we're not going to get any financial aid. Do we still have to fill it out? I say yes, because there are some scholarships that just require a financial aid application in. Even though you don't qualify, there are a lot of scholarships that say we need to have a FAFSA on file. Also, the students could ask for work study. What work study is while you're on campus, they'll actually give you a job on campus for 20 hours a week, no more and no less than 20 hours. And what's wonderful is they work around your schedule. So if you have a class that ends at 1 and another one starts at 4, Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, they'll actually put you to work during that time. So work study is great. I tell all students to apply for work study, and that's going to be one of the questions that they're going to ask you when you do the FAFSA. Would you like to have work study? I say yes, and say if you get a job and you don't want it, you could always deny it later. But anyways, we're also going to have, like I said, some financial aid workshops. That's going to be determined in the future, and we will provide you that information. All righty, thank you.
Oops, thank you. Here I go. I think, Ms. Hendy, this probably concludes our evening. And I will hand it over to you. Oops.
And just really quick on the financial aid, I forgot to tell y'all, there's a lot of money attached to completing the financial aid. So every step that you do with the financial aid, once you complete it, you're in the running for a scholarship through financial aid and prizes. So know that when you do complete it, you can get money because of it. So everybody, you just need to apply for financial aid.
Thank you, Ms. Armendariz. Ms. Brashears, can you just say hi real quick? Can you wave? Are you still here?
I'm sorry, I couldn't. You
Oh,
want
there you are.
me to say what?
To say hi. I just wanted you to say hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Thank
you all for coming. Please contact me. Oh.
Thank you, Ms. Brashears.
I'm here.
I just wanted to thank everybody for participating tonight. We had lots of good questions, and I feel like we just kind of threw all this information at you, and you're eager and had so many questions. So please know that I will be emailing this presentation so that not only do you have the information you need, but you have the contact information on who goes to what questions you might have. A couple things to remember is probably your greatest resource for right now is that counselor page in Canvas, as well as we try to post as much as we can on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're missing you. I don't know how many actual seniors are on here or how many are just the parents, or hopefully it's both of you together. But I need to let you know that we miss you more than you realize. We miss seeing your faces and smiles and hugging you and lecturing you to get to class and all that. So we hope to be able to do that soon. And thank you all. And anybody else want to say a last thank you, goodbye?
Can I mention something real quick, Mrs. Cindy?
Yes.
I just want to, if parents and students, if you guys aren't on the Canvas page, or you guys didn't receive an invite, or maybe you can't locate the invite to the counselor's Canvas page, please just reach out to one of us, or a teacher, or an advisory teacher, principal, whomever. Let us know you haven't gotten the invite, and we'll send it to you right away, because there's lots of valuable information on there, guys, for students and parents. We try to post announcements there daily. So it's important for everybody to be on that page. Okay, thank you guys very much.
Can I say something, Mrs. Cindy? This is Mrs. Apodaca. Also, we have our, sorry about that, my grandson, but we have also our CHS Weebly page that we've been posting everything to as well. You can find a lot of information there, scholarship information, teacher information, what have you. And then the last question was about contact for Sylvia for the Herff Jones.
We'll just make sure that we provide it in the PowerPoint.
I can also, whoever's asking, I'd be happy to forward the information if they need to contact Sylvia. But you can get that information when we pass out the stuff at the on October 7th. But if you would like to email me, I would be happy to pass it along. I don't have her email down, and she had to get off. My email, I will post it in the chat right now.
And we can post that to Canvas as well, Miss Stewart, if you want us to.
Thank you.
And it'll be part of the email and text message that you receive tomorrow from Centennial. Tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you to Mr. Gentry and Ms. Nunez from NMSU and DACC for being a part of this meeting every year. We appreciate you. And thank you to all the teachers and counselors who participated today. Thank you to my admin staff. Thank you. We hope to see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.